This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
All right, then, players and playerettes. No, I'm joking. Hey, what's up? This is your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Check this out. The views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Man, I am glad it's Monday. It's another day that the Lord has given us. It's another day that the Lord has given us. Man, you know, one of my favorite things to do, as you guys know, is to celebrate the people that come on the show. And what's even greater for me is to celebrate filmmakers, people that are actually making us fill up our time. You know, we sit back on sometimes we talk about Netflix and chill and this and that, all right? Tubi and chill, damn it. All right. We doing something different these days, all right? So today, man, we're gonna have a good time. Just let me bring my people on real quick. What up, G? Here we go with the mute stuff. Y'all act like y'all ain't done this in a minute, man. Okay, what's up? Get off of me.
How did you mute me?
I didn't mute you. Don't even. Why do you blame
do that?
Why do you all blame
How did you do that?
Why do you all blame me for the crazy shit that y'all do? You know,
Because
you're
the only one in the room.
Only one in the room. Mo, you see what you want?
Mo, don't let him mute you. Don't let him mute you, Mo. Uncle Mo.
Man, really. I said they scratch Uncle Mo. How they scratch Uncle Mo? You know?
Uncle Mo.
Country
Forget about that.
What's up, Mo?
Hey,
hey, everybody. Blame him, Gina. Blame him. It probably was him. He probably did it.
It's always his fault.
Always.
Always.
Y'all
Nothing but love for you. Nothing.
Care, but look, man. You know, we have some of the greatest times on the show when we're talking to these movie makers because they got a different mindset. They got a whole different brain, all right?
Ooh, yes.
Funny, all right? But
yes.
Today, last week we were, and we're celebrating the peoples this month period, all right? Right before the show that we did Thursday, I was sitting back, man, and just chilling. Y'all know normally around 6:30ish, I watch The Wheel of Fortune, okay?
Oh, Lord.
But I had already started watching this movie, man, and I was like, this is a good movie. I didn't know if I even wanted to come to the show with y'all, stinking ass. All right, but it was a good movie. The name of the movie that I was watching, man, it was called Fatal Witness. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, it was a good movie. And I'm not gonna say too much more about it because I'm gonna let our guest. He's a director, he's a producer, he's he's an actor as well.
Okay.
He don't know I got some footage. All right.
Uh-oh.
Well, he know now.
He know now. And if you don't know now, you know. Everybody, look. Let's light the candles for my man Quincy Trent. What's going on, bro?
Say welcome.
How y'all doing?
Awesome.
Good.
So, man, I'm telling you, I was watching it. And I watched it 3 times now.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got to do it. Okay.
Man. Okay.
I got questions, Quincy.
You got me smiling. I should have brushed my teeth again. Hold on real quick.
Ain't no one's gonna be smiling, man.
Dude, look, I got this one crooked one, so you smiling straight. All right, I got a crooked smile. But check this out.
Yes, sir.
First of all, man, welcome to the show. We appreciate you giving us this time, man. Where your wife at? You said you was bringing her with you.
Man, you know what, man? The missus, she had to, she been fighting symptoms, man.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
yeah, she had a little, stomach viruses going around. It's been going around a little bit. I don't know, where y'all at? Y'all in?
Everywhere.
Over here, over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Up north, south.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Midwest.
In Chicago, it's been a little virus going around, like a 24-hour thing.
Yeah.
And everybody in my household got it, man. I had it, and then my children had it, and then my wife was taking care of all of us, and then just so happened today, early this morning she got it, and I was like, wow, and we wanted to be on the show together, man, because had that unity going on.
Oh,
but she's here in spirit.
That's okay. We're gonna pray for a speedy recovery, dude.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
But like I said, I was watching the movie.
Yeah.
Omar's one of my people.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's one of my people.
Oh man.
Look, Bobby Peoples, one of my peoples.
Right.
Hey.
He said much love and congrats, Q.
Hey man, look, tell him hey, what's up, man? How you doing, Bobby, man? Listen, I appreciate you. Y'all had a dope interview, man. I wouldn't have known about this show unless I tuned in, and I'm glad because making these connections is what's important, especially in the industry, man. Networking.
You stuck now, bro. You stuck.
I see, man.
And wifey right there, she said she watching, of course.
Okay, because I have my phone down here low key trying to do that multitask. Hey, they say it's hard for me to multitask, so she beat me to it. I'm like, hey, I ain't trying to get a beat down.
You already know. But on this Fatal Witness movie, man, one of the moniker that he had below the movie poster was hold on, let me put it back there. Let me put it back up. He said, "Be careful what you see.
Yeah,
it can kill you." What does that mean in relation to the movie, bro?
Be careful what you see. It could kill you, man. Like in all honesty, man. And I didn't make this movie in that way, but sometimes. Things can be like a nosy person can get themselves in a lot of trouble.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I can actually be like, I'll be in the house. I learned this a long time ago. Like, I'll be in the house and I hear commotion, something going on from outside from inside, and outside my window. And you can see something you really don't want to see.
Right.
You know what I mean? I might end up witnessing something, and then I gotta be that's
right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Did you hear anything? No, I ain't heard shit. I ain't heard nothing.
Right?
I ain't seen nothing. I ain't heard nothing. I don't know nothing.
Exactly.
That's right. They come see you in the middle of the night or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I try. A lot of people be like, man, family members or friends would be like, hey man, you seen what happened? Go help them out. Tell them, no, I'm good. I'd rather not even look at it. Let me act like that. That way I ain't gotta act like I ain't seen it when the cops come.
That's
you know what? I watched the scanners on my Facebook page, and there was a picture came up.
Okay.
That they were saying did something. And they're looking for this person. And someone with their name up there on Facebook, I saw this person that's such and such and such and such. And the person was like, which one? Where did you see? We need to hook up. We need to talk. And I just seen your movie. I fell out laughing. I just seen your movie. I'm like, and they're on Facebook. Yep, I saw this person. I'm like, they said they've been looking for this man for how long? And you're saying, oh yeah, I saw him over here.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Some people just can't keep their nose out of stuff.
I can tell you this, Q. I know a lot. I seen a lot of stuff, but
yeah,
right now my cataract's acting up real bad, boy.
And so, wait, Greg. Sometimes they could clear them cataracts up with some dollar bills too.
Hey, you know what?
You got
I'm not even
cataracts?
I'm not even
with
gonna
these Benjamins.
I'm not even gonna take it. Is it working? Though? Let's get back to the subject at hand. Okay, number one, we celebrating you, Q, for everything that you do, man. You know, you guys have taking this thing here, man, and you're making movies. We sit back as an audience and we look for something to do. Look for something to, you know, and we've seen the reruns of this and the repeats of that. Okay, so you guys, you know, are bringing us new stuff.
Wow.
Right? And you're from Chicago, right?
I'm from Chicago, man. I'm from a little small city in Chicago called Maywood.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we know Maywood.
Okay, got you. So, you know, I grew up in Maywood, man, and went to Proviso East High School. And it's interesting, man, because I grew up wanting to be a writer, you know. When I was living in my grandfather's house in Maywood, I remember probably at the age of like 13 or 14, I just vividly remember standing at a table and was like, I had a picture of a slave movie in my head, and I just didn't know how I could make this movie because I was a kid. You know, your imagination just goes, and I'm standing there like, man, I want to make a movie, but I didn't know how to. I put that aside. You know, I'm only 5'8". I don't know why when short people do their height, they always got 2 or 3 inches they put in. I'm 5'8", 5'9". So it really be 5'8". So I'm 5'8", 5'9", and I'm like, I want to play some ball. I want to be a hooper, but I don't got the height. And after that goal went away, then I wanted to rap, and then I started writing back in like 04 or 05.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I just been going at it, man. This is like my 9th movie. Maybe I think this is my 9th one. And so if you type my name in on Tubi, I got 3 or 4 different ones on there. And yeah, man, this is what I'm doing, man. Just grinding. Me and my wife, we work as a team. You'll see my children in there. The 2 boys that was playing
the brothers.
The brothers, yes, the little boys. Yeah. Oh, you saw it too, huh? Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay, got you.
Oh, that's what we do on here. Now we don't come on here and pretend.
You gonna come talk about your movie and didn't see it?
Oh,
You gonna ask that question? Let's take them on, man. You know, ask the wrong question.
Well, y'all get down with the got down. Okay, I didn't know that. So you know, So those are my boys. My son, he played in there. He the one that was my oldest son. He was in there. Anthony, he was in there when the boy got knocked when they knocked out.
Okay.
The one that came out the cut.
Right.
And you know, we got it's 6 of us in my family in the household, and we just work. I pull them to the side. You know, no budget to low budget. We just grinding.
I know that's right.
You know, you're being rated by Tubi too, and you're up there.
Oh wow,
that's a good thing, bro.
Hey man, thank you, man. I'm just a humble guy, man, working hard, trying to grind and do what we do here, so that we can make movies. And you know, and here's the thing. The thing about Tubi is, and I love Tubi. You know what I'm saying? The thing about Tubi is I'm up against a lot because I'm in a different. You know, I love every film, but I'm in a different bracket because it's you compete with so much, and my movies don't necessarily have everything that other films may have, whether it's the money, whether it's the budget, or whatever have you. And so I just do what I can with what I have. You know what I'm saying? I gotta, you know, I'm a Bible guy, so the Bible say despise not small beginnings. So I go with those small things and watch God work it. And man, I've been doing. I started in my mama. I'm actually at my mother's house now, and I started in this very room at her house. I came here to do this interview, but I started in this very room, man, and I used every inch of this house to make movies. She bought this house in 2002. And I started my journey in like 03, 04. And I've used every single room in this house. This is Tyler Perry Studios for me.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So people come over here that's from Chicago when they're in my movies, or wherever I fly them in from, we use some part of this house and then we go to somewhere else and I use every inch of square foot that I can to make a film.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, Quincy, and Marcel, we get to you. That what you just said makes it all better for me at least, okay? Because now what we try to do is tell everybody that, you know, the guests that we have on here have gone through something to get to something. What you just said was a testimony right there, man. Marcel, you had a question?
Quincy.
Yeah.
Where did you get the idea for this crazy movie? I was like, I was only able to watch part of it. I was like, oh, I had a lot of work to do. I was like, oh, let me get back. Oh, I like this movie. This was funny. It was funny. It was. Now I did pick out who.
Yeah. What you picked?
Because it was like, okay, who's gonna be the last person you would think? And I was like,
right.
So I was able to get that one. But
you?
just all of the things about the mother of the girl who was kid. Okay, what she said.
Don't tell it. Don't tell it all.
Let me back it up. What she said came back like what she wanted.
Yeah.
On behalf of her daughter. I was like,
She actually made that noise.
Yeah, she actually made.
It was just so funny.
You talking about the mother that slapped the cop?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, what, man?
What she came to the pastor and said afterwards.
Yeah.
That just I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
And there were just so many things in there. I was like,
yeah.
It was just like,
yeah. She was a trip. Listen, before I get into that, and that's a huge shout out to she the one started, that lady right there started my film journey.
Okay.
Her name is Shabita Carter.
Okay.
Her and her daughter, Maisha Carter, are mother and daughter team here in Chicago. They have worked with some heavyweights. They're producers as well. When we're talking to Angela Bassett, they work with some very heavyweights. And she started my journey. So I auditioned for her over 20 years ago for a play. They put me in it. And in that play, I said, man, I want to start writing. And they've been along with me, helping me, assisting me, working with me. But with her character, I always got her in the movie some kind of way. But with her character, I kind of wanted that that woman. I might say Tyler Perry quite a few times.
Nothing wrong with that.
I like some of his earlier things, right? So like when you go to like what was that one? His second film that he did when he had another lady that was a big time.
I could do bad all by myself. Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Shoot, which one?
Oh, the family reunion.
Right.
Oh, family reunion.
When the mama was Blair Underwood was in there, and the mama was like, "You better."
Oh man,
she was a trip.
Oh, who was that?
That was family reunion out there. I think.
I know. I'm trying to think who played that part with the mother.
Yeah, Lynn Whitfield. I'm glad.
Yes.
Lynn Whitfield. So when the mama
the
was
gold digging mama,
she was a trip. She was like that mom that was kind of like she was kind of off a little bit.
Gangster.
She was
what it was. Gangster.
Yeah. Thanks to Nisha Smith. She said, Lynn, look. She was that one that was hood, like you said, gangster. But at the same time, she had her own thing going on. Like how your mama, she's supposed to be your mama, but she ain't even worried about you just left here. She more concerned about that money you supposed to be getting, or so quote. She think you supposed to be.
Right.
No, she decided she's gonna get.
She decided she gonna get right.
That was funny. I was like, "Ooh!"
Just about to let Blair hit it.
Yeah.
She sure did try to get him to hit it a couple of times. Come on, Blair. Come on over here, boy. So I'm gonna blackmail you to death.
But again,
you ain't gonna have nothing left when I get through with you. There ain't no cougar. That's a mountain lion.
This is testimony of what you do. Hey, Bree says she always watches Tubi. She said your movies keep her up at work. Very nice to meet you.
Oh
said,
wow!
Can you use her little person? she got a little grandson.
Okay. Okay, yeah, definitely. You know, reach out to Greg, reach out to me, inbox me, whatever have you. I'm always listen. I don't even really look. I do auditions at times, but a lot of times, you know, and I do casting calls at times, but a lot of times with me, I just need to put somebody in there. If they want to do it, let's get it. You know, I got a web series right now on YouTube that I do through my church. It's called 1-800-MISSING. So here's the thing with me, guys. So Fatal Witness, you got my movie Death by Envy. You got a lot of movies. You got I got some movies, right? And they have an undertone to them. However, a lot of my movies, they could be hood. A lot of my movies, they can have real life issues in them. But you'll find a keynote message in some of them, in all of them, at the end of the day. So that's how I kind of come up with my films. Fatal Witness was one of those movies. You know, I came up with that one. Like I thought a lot of times I have a goofy title, and then I come up with the real one. I go to my wife and be like, "Hey, babe, what you think about this title?" She's like, "Ooh, okay." And that's when I know I got something that's, you know what I mean. That's one of those movies that I like, man. But I ain't gonna lie. Fatal Witness is my favorite one. I got a movie coming out in September with Darren DeWitt Henson, and that's called Till Death Do Us. But Fatal Witness right now, you know, when I watched that 2-3 weeks ago before it even came out on Tubi, I watched it with a few select others, the lady that played the mother, and we sat back and watched it. I'm like, you know what? I really like this movie because when the young lady, and we're not telling a story, but we're just giving a little glimpse. When the young lady came and knocked on that guy's door, right? It's even in the trailer. He say, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And then she comes, the main character. Then she comes in like, "Poochie, he's after me," you know. But when she said, "I don't know who my children's father is," when I heard that again, even though I wrote it, but when I heard that, it touched me to the point where I was like, wow, it's some mothers out there. It's some children out there who are in this predicament.
Yeah.
Right? And it took me there. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like Shabita, the one that played the mother again, she always told us when we used to rehearse with her, she used to always say, this character relates to somebody in the audience. So you can't fake it. You got to come real with it. And like you said, Greg, like, you know, Omar, man, that dude, in that final scene between him, the guy Antoine McKay, he's from Empire. That's one of my best friends. And then the young lady Brittany, that trio, they worked something in that room. It was in that room, and I'm a cinematographer too, so I do that. I do it all behind the scenes. So I didn't learn to try to pinch as many pockets as I can, especially when it comes to mine. And I'm holding that camera. I'm watching Omar do something. Then I got it on Antoine. Then I got it on the young lady again. And I'm looking like, who am I going? Because I edit too. So I'm like, in the middle of these scenes, I'm like, which clip am I going to use? Here's a problem. When I edit, and I'm learning to get better at this, but when I edit, I kind of do quick cuts. People wonder why. The reason why is because, man, I got to get everybody visual.
Exactly.
If I can do like we got right here with this, I see how we got this 5 screens. You did this. Greg, Gina, Mo B, Mark. I see everybody all at once. If I can do that, and we see it, because we can't do that with movies. You know, Omar might say a dope line, and then Antoine got a cold facial expression.
Right.
Whitney got a cold facial expression, but the audience will never see it.
Yeah.
I got to choose what's best for the movie. You know what I mean? That's the complication. The complicated part of me being in my studio and working that scene now. It's like, wow, what do I use when they all great?
Yeah. You got to flip a coin, I guess, man. I don't know. Hey, but you know what? We're going to play the trailer for Fatal Witness in a little bit, okay? But I got this trailer here that I want y'all to watch because not only is he a director, he's a writer, he's a producer. They do a little acting too, huh?
Oh, wow.
Do a little acting. Y'all can
I always wanted to become a cop. I've been having dreams of me having death.
This is Death by Indy.
I seen it on the ground, so I picked it up.
Chris Lofton.
I knew somebody was gonna try to pull it.
You think I ain't see you over there in the corner getting pistol whipped?
Lamar.
You stupid dollar! Why is you complaining? Girl, be happy. There's people in Africa would love to have that money.
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I used to be just like you. A knucklehead sitting up there cussing all the time. You got a future. I don't want to see you die, son.
Jesse M. Dwight. I don't trust him.
Can you tell me a little bit about it?
I know he's running for school board president.
Believe it or not,
come on, Q.
Papa Jesse got history. Right kid, a good future and all that if I would just do something.
You have a master's in education. Is that your major?
Martasia Jones.
Shut up,
Man, so what you think about that chick, Veronica?
Come on, Q.
Cool, dog. You trust me? Dog, that's my main thing.
You got a do-rag on.
This ain't about what we want to give you. No, sir. This about what you gonna give us.
And Quincy J. Trent.
Nigga, you ain't got no family. And you damn sure ain't got no friends. God don't even like you.
One dream away.
Oh, wow. Dude, you brought back one of my you went into the bucket.
Ask Bobby. Bobby should have warned you.
Oh,
He said, God don't even like
you.
You ain't got no family. God don't even like you. Like,
wow.
Dude, when you get to the point where God don't even like you, just give up doing everything.
You might as well.
That guy, hey, listen, y'all, that's one of my oldies, man. I made that over 15, maybe 14, 15 years ago. And that was my second film that I've done. Very interesting. You know, I use a lot of the same people, and that guy Chris Lofton, y'all might recognize him from Power. He's on the new Power 4, whatever. He's been on a lot of stuff, man. That's he's right from my hometown, Bellwood, Maywood. So like, you know, it's really dope. He started off at Hardball with Keanu Reeves when he was younger, and him and Michael B. Jordan even came up together. And it's interesting to see both of their journeys as well, Michael B. Jordan has taken off tremendously, but I see Chris's journey as well. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited for what is happening right now and what's being done in the film industry, man. I'm looking forward to participating more and more with more actors, you know, as we keep growing on this journey, man. That's why I thank God for Bobby. Me and Bobby connected in Florida, and man, we've been talking ever since, man, like grinding like that. That's why I try to tune into some of his things. He shares some of my stuff, and I share a lot of his things as we go forward in this journey. You know what I mean?
You know, you, Bobby, RJ, I think his name is RJ John or Crawford, something like that.
Okay.
RJ is what I call him though. You guys are really, really, really stepping the game up for all of these independent filmmakers. You really are. And it's a good thing, you know, and I say this on every time I speak to one of you guys. A lot of movies on Tubi, like you said, there's a lot of movies on Tubi. When I first started talking about the movies on Tubi, I was wrong because I was saying there's a lot of garbage on there, all right? And some of these movies stuck out, but you know, I had to recognize by talking to Bobby, by talking to Nelson, by talking to all you guys, man, that these guys are trying. They're working, and you just explained it. You know, sometimes it's no budget. You know, man, you got to do what you got to do. But you've been working this game with no budget, and you've been putting out some good stuff. I almost
look, I'll be honest with you, man. There's people that'll be watching this that I still owe money from. Oh, you know, for my films. Like real talk. Like this is how I get out, man. And I hit them up, but they know the integrity. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be hard on my heart, and they like, man, Q, look, I know what the deal is, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was an apostle, man, that maybe in 2021, he passed away of COVID. But the last words he told to me, he said, Q, he came to see Death by Envy. Y'all got to check out Death by Envy too. He came to check out Death by Envy when we premiered it. And he was like, hey man, keep doing what you're doing. He said, one thing he said was your boys, they're gonna be your inheritance. And then he said, Q, let your cast know, the people that you work with, tell them, don't worry about the money right now. Work. Just work. And that's what I've been doing. I've been focusing on working on this stuff. I got a plan together where I'm trying to be off my 9 to 5. And in a short time, I see the plan, I see the vision, and because I'm still working at 9 to 5, you know, and it's tough. It's tough because I got to go to sleep, and I don't get sleep working a 9 to 5 and this.
Yeah.
So it's okay though. I'm gonna do what I have to do because I got to provide for my family. However, I'm trying to get a piano in my background when I be talking to them. Look. Everybody take a piano. I like it.
You say a grand piano like that, huh?
I got a grand piano. I got a baby piano.
Hey, you can have one too, man. Just go to the background.
Yeah, that's what I
Just go to the background, put up a green screen. You have
I
jazz.
had it too.
Jazz like it.
Hey, Mo, I got a question.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, man, did you take any outside scripts or have you taken any outside scripts other than the ones you have? You know, other stuff that you wrote?
You know what? As of right now, I haven't. There are some people who have inboxed me, and I don't shy away from that at all. In fact, you know, my boy, he trying to get me on that AI. You know, he trying to get me to do that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, I don't think I'll ever do the AI thing script. If y'all know what I'm talking about.
Well, let them write it. Just let them write. You just give them basically a frame, and they automatically write it for you.
Dude, that's scary. What'd you say? What'd you say?
Scary.
That is very scary.
Yeah.
It's so scary. It's so scary because it's real. Like I was driving in a car. Me and my boy was going to a function. I was driving, and my boy is by the way, let me shout him out. That's my boy Rob Diggy. And Greg, you might want to get him on the show. Look, we steady.
I'm gonna do it then. Hey, write that down, y'all. Write it down.
His name is Rob Diggy. He the coldest film composer in the world. Listen to me. We have in Chicago, Illinois, the coldest film composer in the world. Let me tell you, the man is sitting there in his chair. He'll be sitting there and he go on Instagram, and people just be these Chicago folk. I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of people ain't using him. These movies, they missing out.
That's a problem for me. That's a problem for me, kid.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of talent. I'm from Gary. There's a lot of talent that's right there, like yourself. Okay, and if Tubi wasn't around, I don't know how hard y'all would have had to. How much harder y'all would have had to. Man. But
and Rob he's the family business, the show Family Business. He's the composer. Right in Chicago, they reached out to him. He been on all the last season, killed it. You know what I'm saying? Killed it. And that's my boy, man. We was riding in the car the other day, and about 3 weeks ago, and he started talking about ChatGPT, right? About that AI. He said, Q, man, we can write a script right now. I'm like, man, I'm driving. What are you talking about? Write a script. The man pulled up. He said, let's make a script about a bank robber that goes into a bank and he falls in love with the teller. I'm like,
yeah. Deep, ain't it?
Yeah.
They wrote a whole book and you sitting up there listening to the whole thing. That's a trip.
Dude,
yeah.
You sound like him. Because that's how he be. Once he gets started, it's the whole night. He can talk about the whole night and work on the song. So he put this script together. He on the passenger side, and the whole story just developing. He said, "You ready for the twist?" I'm like, "The twist." Then it go to another thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Oh my goodness!" And it's coming out in seconds. So what the mind is thinking, it's like this. So I'm like, "Wow!" Like me, when I write, I as a matter of fact, I don't know where it's at right now, but I write. I tell y'all my little secret, right? Like, so when I write throughout the day. I'm not writing. I'm not normally necessarily sitting at the computer like, okay, bam, scene one, scene two. This movie is going on in my head as I'm talking to somebody. You know what I mean? So when that twist come, and I could be in the middle of a serious conversation, but if something pop up that's funny in my head, because I'm like, oh snap, and I'm laughing, man. You just said your dog died. That's because I'm over here writing the script in my head in front of you. And he's like, why you laughing? I'm like, hey man, dude just tripped him up for you. And like, dude, my dog. Yeah, but anyway, that's how I get out, man. I'm right throughout the day. And then once I get to my computer, the whole movie is already done. So it makes it easier for me to be able to do so. So I'm on a journey right now where I'm filming. I don't really necessarily. I got so many scripts that I have to finish. Like I'm on like number 6 that I need to really like do this year, and that I'm not really in a mode where I'll be able to take those scripts that somebody, to answer your question, Moby, take those scripts that somebody give me and put them to work right now. It'll probably, to be honest, it'll probably be a year and a half when we can even get to that. And I'll tell you why. Because as I'm doing this plan to get off of that 9 to 5. Part of my plan is putting these 6 scripts together, finish them, work hard, put them out there. Oh, Bree, that's how yours come out. Okay. Put them out there and then kind of grind it just like that. Off of that, that's 6 of them. And Greg, my bad. I'm over here taking your host duties, man. I'm over here taking.
No, that's what you do.
That's how we do.
We celebrating you. So why would the celebration? What would the celebration be without the person we celebrate talking? Good. We're good. And just to reiterate, man, we were talking with Mr. Quincy Trent. All right, he is the producer, the director, the writer. I think he's Jamaican, but he's doing all of this stuff. And the movie.
14 jobs.
Man, come on, tell me about it. The movie that's out right now is called Fatal Witness. It's a good movie, y'all. Y'all gotta go watch it.
So Quincy, the reason why I asked that is because they got this strike that's up right now. Would you feel like this is a perfect opportunity for those independents to get in there and kick it in the third gear?
Hell yeah.
Yes, it really is. Yes, it is. It's the perfect opportunity for them to do that, man. Look, I think that's the best part of that strike. And to be honest with you, who's working Hollywood these days anyway? Like real talk. Like, I mean, I'm just being honest.
Nobody.
Who needs it? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's at a point where they making it like, and don't get me wrong, all due respect, because the Giants are the Giants. However, David is still in the camp. And David throwing rocks at the Giants right now with Tubi.
Right.
With Tubi.
But you guys are creating giants, though. You guys are making stars. Nelson Davis.
Yeah.
That's Tubi right there, man. But Nelson been doing independent movies for a minute. You've been doing it for a minute. Bobby's doing it for a minute. RJ's been doing it for a minute. Trish Redford is on here watching right now. Okay, she was in she did her own movie, Lacey, her and Ruben. But hey, man, you guys are the reason why a lot of people now are staying home at night watching television, watching Tubi, because
that's amazing.
Before Tubi came out, man, there wasn't too much to do. You had Hulu playing the movies that we already saw the movies. All right, Netflix, it's a crapshoot with Netflix. All right, so when Tubi came up, it gave the independents an opportunity to do something. And the thing that's really spectacular about Tubi is that it's real.
Yeah.
You guys are telling real stories.
It's kind of interesting, real quick, because Amazon had just started acting kind of funny. Around the time Tubi broke out, people was like, what are we going to use? What are we going to use? Amazon is acting funny. They ain't even picking up independent stuff no more.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I heard that and I was like, dang, that's kind of tough for me. I got to shout out my distributor. You know what I'm saying?
I was just going to ask about the distributor.
I got to shout out my distributor, man. I got to shout out Maverick Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Maverick is a giant. Doug Schwab Erica, I can never pronounce her name right, but I just say Erica B. They have blessed me tremendously. I use Maverick for what I need to use it for, and it helps me on my platforms and what I have to do. And I'm grateful. So I gotta shout out my distributors, man. They the ones that have come in and helped me to put my things on Tubi. And I like that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I want to be my own distribution company one day, but that's in the future. You know what I'm saying? I want to have an opportunity for other writers like myself to get down with the get down. My movies, me personally, my films, I do it without any. I try to make movies that's on the edge a little bit, but the whole family can watch it. They ain't got to cover their ears or eyes. So that's how I do my movies, and that's my room. So it's so many different rooms that avenues people take, but I'm that director that try to do that. I try to make a movie that's on the edge a little bit, but the family can still watch it without having to do this move. And there's no knock to anyone else, but that's just I like that lane. That's my lane.
I like your lane.
You got to keep it a buck though too, man. And like I said, you from the Midwest, just like all of us are. Okay, and we know different stories. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you putting them out there. You are putting them out there. I'm so glad that you're being yourself, being free to and having the opportunity to be free to do the type of movies that you want to do as opposed to being regulated. Who else had a question? Gina, you had a question.
I did. Mo took my question. But I have another one. Actually, I have two more for you, Quincy. So I'm going to ask all my questions right now.
Okay, I'm with it.
First question. Do you have a group of actors and actresses that you use on a regular, or do you have casting calls to choose different people to go on your movies?
Right. Well, I do have casting calls when I really need something in specific. But I do have my select few that I just use all the time for my lead roles, right? So I'm always looking for like Brittany, the main character in Fatal Witness, the one that got killed, or you know what I mean? She came from North Carolina. I was looking for somebody. Yeah, I was looking for somebody to fill that role, and I couldn't find nobody because I'm always using the other young lady that was in the movie. That was she was the wife of the cop. So I always use her, and she's actually my lead in most of my movies for all the years. And I wanted to try somebody else, and it's hard to find a lead right now. Even in Chicago, it's hard to find that one lead because it's not like DeMarcus Lamar. Me and him was he put out a post, a guy that made Love and Drugs. He had put out a post, and he was like, "Man, it's hard to find a lead actress that can carry a film." So for us, and I agreed with him. I was like on Facebook, I was like, "Yeah, you're right, man. It's not easy business trying to lead a film. That's hard. That's hard. You gotta really work that thing." And some people just come natural. Brittany came from North Carolina, one of the best actresses I've worked with. They call her One Take Jake and they right. She don't need another take. I can use everything I got. Because if you watch even a trailer, if you watch the trailer of Fatal Witness, just look at her when Omar comes through that door, she on the phone. Look how she drops the phone.
Hey, Q.
Go ahead.
Let me stop you for a second, bro.
You want to take a break?
No, we're not doing that.
Okay.
What I'm going to do right now is play the trailer.
Yeah, thank you, man.
How we do that?
Yeah.
Hey, that's a smart man. I gave you that cue, you know what I'm saying?
I was waiting on that. I said, and then your name is Q. So
Q gave the cue.
Yeah, this is a movie we were talking about. This is Fatal Witness. This is the trailer for it. Y'all check this out.
What are you doing here? 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 What
man loves a woman, I mean truly loves a woman, there's nothing he won't do to be with her and only her. Beat on the door.
Let me in, hurry up, let me in.
Baby, what's going on?
I think he's following me.
What's following you?
Fuji, he's trying to kill me.
What are you talking about?
So what'd you do with the body?
What body?
Man, you don't play stupid?
Who said I was poor?
We think we know who killed your cousin, and it's not who everyone thinks it is.
What do you mean?
Listen.
Look, I'm trying to protect you. 1 second, I'm gonna go nowhere. I'm gonna go outside this house. I ain't going nowhere. Listen.
And when I come forward, it's like a domino effect. All your other baby mamas, gone.
Listen here. You ever wonder why they call me Poochie? That's the name of the guy that killed my mama. Real cool, easy going. Until you mess with him. Then people end up dead.
A woman is selfish.
How am I selfish, Rashad? Because I want my husband all to myself and not sharing him with half of the women in the city?
It ain't half.
They're never asking for a guy.
I'm asking for it.
Oh?
Yes, I'm here to collect it.
Hey, you know, Val, I wish I could have.
You shut it.
Yo, Pooch, what you doing here, man?
It's funny, I could ask you the same thing. Really? Yeah, really. So I'm surprised to see you here at all. Especially considering you the reason she dead in the first place. Because with me,
Hey.
she had it made.
Let me holler at you.
Nice cars, jewelry, all the money she could ask for. Then when she got with you, joined this church, that's when her life spiraled down. Giving all her money to that God.
Well, you know what the good book says. It's better to give than to receive, my brother.
Yeah, well, look what that got her.
Wait.
Quincy, where you get that Cuba Gooding look-alike?
Don't he look like his brother?
He's a gooding, right?
Yeah, Omar.
Bro, that's Omar. That's the youngest.
That's the baby. Yeah.
Ain't no baby.
He's a baby.
He's a
Hey,
baby.
dude.
Thank you.
That is why we celebrate.
Oh, wow.
You feel me? That's why we celebrate, bro.
That's live, man. I like that.
Man, that was off the chain.
I love that trailer. It, you know, because with I've seen the movie, but the trailer how it's like bits and pieces, and it's like how it's broken up. I'm like, oh, wait, and I've seen the movie. And I'm excited, like what? Just watching the trailer.
Wow, it's crazy, ain't it, man?
Yeah, I like that movie. I did.
Bree says, man, he is absolutely correct. I've done plenty of plays here. They use me because I went with the flow. Erlena Denise Guilford Shine says, look awesome. Love it. Go watch it.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you.
And your wife she just love everything.
Yeah.
She's supposed to.
Yeah,
that's right. Queen do that. She's what she's supposed to do.
That is an excellent. I mean, man, bro, really. I'm standing up here. I want to stand up and clap, man, but I don't want to look like I'm from Chicago. So I
Negro.
I encourage everybody to go out there and watch this movie, okay? Because you will not regret it. As a matter of fact, after the show, I'm gonna go watch it again. I'm sorry, kid. I gotta watch it again. But you know what?
I gotta pull up some more. I mean, that would just kind of wet your whistle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to see this movie, y'all. But I got, if y'all don't mind, take another 2 minutes. I want to play the trailer for Death by Envy because it was a good movie too. Okay, y'all check this out real quick.
How did you get a name like Cain? When I was little, my daddy said I was so bad that I reminded him of some dude from the Bible named Cain.
Me too. You took money out for Cain?
Rico,
It's been 3 weeks.
Look, I got your money, man.
Time's up.
I can't imagine my life with you gone. In a world full of sin, and now I'm all alone. I hear the sweet whisper of you crying in my head.
Something about you and that God you still believing in.
Just let me see my son, that's all.
Oh, for what?
You mean for what? What are you raising your voice at, boy?
Elijah.
Abel Jones, 31-year-old, was shot to death in what appears to be an armed robbery.
God don't care about you or me.
Wrong.
Right. Because if he cared about us, my brother would still be alive right now.
Wrong, because if you didn't care about us, you'd be dead right there with him.
So I advise you to just hand over the money and we be on our way.
You okay, baby?
Okay.
You all right?
If you ain't got my bread in 3 weeks, Negro, that's your life.
3 weeks, man.
3!
Don't act like you don't know what this is about.
Get in there.
But to whoever did do this, you're gonna pay for what you've done. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I do know Bible. And baby, believe me, as sure as my name is Jennifer Jones, you're gonna reap what you sow.
Your brother would still be alive today if you had done what you were supposed to do. If you would have done what you were supposed to, your brother would still be alive today.
What you mean?
What did I tell you to do?
Damn.
Wow.
You slapped him from Georgia.
Wow. You said it came from Georgia with that.
Your brother be alive today. Pow!
I'm ready to watch that now.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna check that one out.
Yeah, that's
I don't know what anybody else will say, man, but you know what? It's a blessing to have you on the show, bro. And everybody like you, man, because you guys create movies that are real, that people that like I told Bobby last week. Sometimes it's we as average people are afraid to say it. You guys gonna say it, all right? And so that's a blessing, man, for us to sit back and watch and just look, and then we can watch it. We can do repeats on these shows, as opposed to Family Matters and
yeah,
shit like that.
It's interesting because a lot of times when I'm writing a script, it's never the same thing as when I actually bring it together as far as location. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at certain scripts, and in my head, when I'm writing it and when I'm on the computer, I'm writing a scene that's in the living room, and it'll be in the kitchen by the time it hits the scene when we actually filming on set. Depending on whether I can't find a location or if it just didn't work out the way I thought it would. So it's interesting how it comes. And as I'm looking at these trailers, I'm like, wow, it's different than what I even had it pictured. You know what I'm saying? In my head.
So how does that feel, man? Now that you've done these movies, you said 20-something, 40-something movies, right?
No. That's Bobby. That's Bobby. Bobby did. Bobby Peoples did about 40 or 50 of them. I did. I'm on number 9, I think.
I was trying to be proactive with yours, bro, but that's all right. I was prophesying for you. Hey, man, how does it feel to see your name like that?
You know what, man? Honestly, man, it's a good feeling. But I do it for the passion, man. If I wasn't doing it, if I wasn't doing it for the passion, I probably wouldn't be doing it. If I was doing it for the money, I probably wouldn't be doing it. Back in 2003, when I had a little camcorder that I bought from the Aurora Outlet Mall, I started just doing stuff without even a script at that time. I'd be in this very room right here. Me and my cousin Keith would be putting together little skits, and that's what started it. But I didn't know what God had for me later on, and as things just keep opening up, I start to realize, like, man, this is all a plan that God had for me. So I'm like, it's a great feeling, but I don't do it for the name, man. I don't do it. I really don't. I do it because I wake up and it's like, this is a part of me. If I wasn't doing this, what would I be doing?
Right.
English was my favorite subject in high school and in school. So writing, I think, just comes very natural for me.
Hey, man, we appreciate you writing, man. We
Yes.
appreciate you picking this up. We got to get ready to blow these candles out, bro. But before we go, we go around the room and say some positive things so that the audience members can, feel a little bit better about watching the show and learn a little something, man. We're going to start with you.
Oh, wow. Okay. Listen, this was a beautiful experience. It's one of my best interviews that I've taken on. And it's beautiful to be in a room with people in the atmosphere where folks celebrate you. And it's good. It feels good to be celebrated. But at the same time, I salute you all. I celebrate you all. My wife and I have been on this journey for a while, and we're just grateful, man. We're thankful for everything, man. I salute the two women in my life, real quick. The two women in my life I like to salute. It's the one that raised me, and the one that, and I call one that raised me is my mother, and I call my wife the one that keeps me rising. So they work together simultaneously without even knowing it, right? So
I like that. We'll use that.
Thank you all for this opportunity, man. Bless you.
We appreciate you, but Marcella, real quick.
Yes. First of all, thank you for coming on. You said something earlier, like the Tyler, those are where you are, Tyler Perry Studios. Like, no, that's the Quincy J. Trent Studios for right now. And when you are way up there, way up there, which you're going to get there, you can talk about the Quincy J. Trent Studios where you made your start. And then the last thing, you need to write in Dope Living TV Live, the five of us. We got one missing today. The five of us. Write something with a podcast show in there.
Hey,
Dope Living TV. That's what you need to write. Do a script on that.
Hey, listen, let's do that. That's a great idea. That's I like that. Let's create opportunities.
So just like Marcella was just saying, you done basically made your own lane. You are the David that took that stone and you hitting the giant in the right spot, bro. Keep doing what you're doing.
Wow.
Hey, we can't celebrate you enough, Quincy. You are doing your thing.
Yes.
I mean, you got to look at the whole picture. You're giving people jobs. You're keeping them steadily working, and you're entertaining us. Yes. I'm telling you, I'm getting ready. When we get off this show, I'm getting ready to pull up another movie because I'm telling you, thank you for doing what you do. And if anybody haven't told you, we really appreciate what you're doing.
Yeah. Thank you. Hey
man, it's when God gives you gifts, who are you to say no, God? I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to wait for another one. All right. He gave you a gift. He gave you several gifts, and you tried them all. Okay, till you got to the one that He said, "This is the one for you."
Right. That's right.
This is the one for you. Hey, brother, you exemplify, man, perfection. You exemplify. What's the word I want to use? Consistency.
Right.
Thing, brother. We appreciate you for number one coming on the show, hanging out with us. And you right around the corner from my hometown, bro. So hey, we're gonna definitely link up, okay? And you have you got a new home here with Dope Living TV, man.
Yeah, Barry Brewer. I used his in my movie coming out in Christmas called A Happy Thanksgiving. A Thanksgiving Christmas. He's in Indiana, man. I went out there to film. His studio's in Indiana. Barry Brewer, man, comedian. So I might be out there a little bit more. You know what I mean?
For sure. Hey, do you know Sonora Fields? Okay. All right. That's another. What's the name, y'all? Taking my. Y'all don't want to know. Anyway, it's a long story. I got to tell you about that sometime, Quincy. She took my tape. Wow. Anyway, he said, "Love his gifts. I love his humbleness. That's me."
Bree.
Bella says,
real quick, somebody asked, what was the name of the first movie? It's called Fatal Witness.
Yes, sir.
Fatal Witness.
You didn't put it up. Fatal Witness, which is what we all gonna go watch in about 2 minutes. All right. So
I love it. Thank you.
All right. Don't be a stranger. We want you back on here.
You gotta come back on because whenever we talk to guys time flies. It just flies too quick.
Hey, Quincy,
get you back here.
So has anybody ever put together a list or a pool of actors where
you're asking questions and we got
we gotta get out of here, Mo. We gotta get out of here.
Finish the question.
Go ahead.
I was just wondering, have any of the producers and writers put together a list of the actors that's been in these movies that they know, like you said, that certain person to fit that one,
right?
So they could just tap them for a movie?
Man, that's a good question. I don't know, actually. Well, I haven't, but some people do reach out and be like, "Hey, I know that person." You know what I'm saying? Actually, somebody plugged me with Darren Henson. You know what I'm saying? And I reached out to Omar, but Darren was a plug to me. So I'm blessed for every opportunity. My boy Simeon Anderson keep me on point. That's an actor from Chicago. Reach out to him too, man. That's a dope guy. You gotta
get him down. We're gonna reach out to everybody you and Bobby done told me to reach out to. Definitely gonna happen. Q, we gonna blow these candles out, bro. We celebrate you, man. We love your flowers while you here, so you can appreciate them, bro. We celebrate you and we thank you for coming on DopelivenTV.
Peace.
All right, y'all. This is DopelivenTV Live. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I think we live somewhere, but we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, peace.
Bye-bye.